sadly to say, we have not fixed our bird issue yet. We got word back that we could not knock them out, I guess, if you get what I'm saying. So I am gonna use the same projectiles to shoot over them to hopefully scare them enough to where they won't come back. But we've got them to where they're lined up over there on the shore. I mean, they're everywhere, and they've just made home here. I don't know how long they're gonna stay, but they can't stay long. I told the wildlife fisheries guy, I was like, look, if you don't believe me, just come over here. Come watch them every evening, every morning. It's absolutely crazy how many birds are here. All right, update on Aiden's barn dominium. Look at it. It's huge. It makes the hay barn look tiny. And it's not much bigger than the hay barn, but we built it high so we could put 2 floors in it. But it is getting done. It looks nice. All right, finally, we got our broccoli seed in. We also got a little bit more spinach seed in. Our family really likes broccoli and spinach, and also, you know, like salad. So we're gonna plant these. We finally got them in. We'll get these in the seed containers, and then that way that will be done. We do have to bush hog behind the cows today. I'll show you the fields that we're gonna work on. Also, with me talking about last video, you'll get to see some clips of Aiden's property. Now, again, looks like a mechanic shop. I've told you that. But it is getting better each and every day because we're adding something else to it. So not only did we finish up the building itself, we also did the septic tank, got that all set. Everything's been done on the outside, other than the porches and putting the windows and doors in. But next is going to be focused on the floor, which is going to be just working on it, and then of course getting ready for walls, but we'll do that later. Hey, by the way, did y'all ever see all the pumpkins that we had? Look at these pumpkins. This is just some of them. This is not even all of them. This is just some of the harvest so far. Beautiful. We love the different colors. They're so pretty. We've got a few more that's ready to pick probably today, but the rest we'll have to pick probably over the next coming days and weeks. But we just love this time of year because it's starting to get, it's not cooler, but it's starting to get better weather. Gets us anticipated for fall. Love thinking about it because we use the smokehouse a lot more, the outdoor kitchen, the outdoor fireplace, and not only that, we're just simply trying to enjoy time with our children. We realize that the older we get, and I know everybody says this, but the older we get, the more we realize how precious our time is with our family and with each other, of course, as spouse and with me and Misty. But not only that, with Aiden's house getting built, it is very bittersweet. And I'll show you some clips, but ultimately, I just get very, very happy that he's on farm. Very upset that this new style of life is happening where, we're not going to see him come into his room every night or see him wake up and drink coffee with me in the morning. So it is kind of a hard, bittersweet time, but all the while, we love that he's going to be on the farm. We actually love that his girlfriend is going to be part of our family, especially after they get married. She's really shown interest in a lot of things that the girls are doing, shown interest in growing food too. She's helped us with butchering, and so anybody's willing to help with butchering is a pretty big deal. So it's pretty fun. So we're going to get these other seed trees planted. Then we're going to work on some bush hogging. We got the cows moved yesterday, so they're on the big fields in the bottom, just trying to clean that up. We finally bought a bush hog. We've been putting it off. We bought a new tractor, I don't know, it's been probably 8-10 months ago now, and we had a little tractor with a little bush hog, and it did everything we needed to do, but when it comes to the big fields, it could not handle it, and then we couldn't buy a bigger bush hog. So we bought the bigger tractor. However, we do everything cash. We don't do anything, we don't want to borrow money. So we have to save up. So even though we needed a bush hog, we wanted to buy it then, and we just knew that wasn't the right time. So that, again, we saved, and now we bought a bush hog. So the bush hog is finally here. So we're going to bush hog the fields that the cows just left, and then once they get off this field, this will be a bigger bush hog project. But we also got to move sheep. I'm going to try to do it by myself. Aiden is actually out of town at a wedding for his girlfriend's family, and so now that puts me where Misty hopefully will help me today, but they're finishing up school, so it may be a very challenging time with the sheep. But we're going to try to get them moved because I need to bush hog that field and get it down. And again, trying to grow that field better after all the pines died from last year or the year before's drought. So let's get this broccoli planted. Let's get all the trays actually filled, and just get excited to get ready for fall. I hate spiders. That's another reason I can't wait for fall and winter, because like when I was getting this bag of mulch that we're adding to our compost, I like ran into a spider web, so I'm just like trying to get it off of me. I cannot stand spiders. So I'm glad that that season of cold weather is coming, so no spiders are around. Weeds and no spiders. That's the best thing about winter to me. So the bush hogging is done. Those fields look great. You know, bush hogging behind cows, sometimes people are like, why are you doing that? The cows eat most of it down, but they leave some weeds and leave some just top seed head grasses. Well, when we cut behind them, it evens it out to where the weeds can't overtake the grass. The grass can thrive and get the sun and the nutrients it needs, but it also takes the weeds down. The more you cut weeds, especially low, it starts killing them. The more that the cows step on them, the more it kills them. The more that grass is cut, if you cut it high, the more it grows, it thrives. I don't know what it is, but you know, if you cut your yard or you let them graze on it a little bit and they don't go all the way to the ground, it grows quicker than if you allow it to be mowed down to the ground. So when we cut, we're not cutting it down to the ground, we're just getting it all even, so that way the weeds will not overtake the grass. Because remember, if the weeds are already growing, they're still high, they're still shading, they're causing problems for the grass. So we cut those fields. I got one more field to cut, which is the sheep, but I got to move the sheep first into their new paddock, so therefore I can focus on cutting without them being in the field. Well, 2 days. These guys, 3 guys in 2 days. 3 guys in 2 days with this piece of equipment built the barn. Unbelievable. This thing is a monster. Now, it looks like I told you, a mechanic shop. It looks plain, doesn't look like it has anything. We're gonna build porches on here. That's why all this concrete, this extra concrete is laid. Of course, we'll have to clean up around here, get it all right, but basically this will be big porches all on the outside of this building. The reason we built it so big though is we're putting a second floor, like a kind of like a loft in the barn dominium. Now nothing's in here, you can't see hardly, but look at this. Look how big this is, it looks huge. So we've got everything kind of laid out to where we can actually now start really putting in walls. I'm gonna clean the floors real good, and then we will actually get these covered with floor covering. So we're just gonna basically just wax the floor, seal them and wax them, so it just gives that clean concrete look. That's what they want. We're gonna actually do our insulation all ourselves, so we'll be rolling in insulation after we start building the rest of the walls and stud them in. And then we're gonna start pulling some wire through. So we have got so much done. I'm so grateful that we have finished this phase. It looks great, it's amazing. I just need to get in here and just kind of clean it all up, get it ready to have the next step. So basically this part of the building will be open because this is kind of where the living room kitchen is. This whole side will be 2 bedrooms and the little loft above it up here. So there's, I mean, you know, we can put it over there too, another loft area, but I told Aiden that's not something that we're worried about because we're literally building this for him and of course his future wife, Annabelle. So we don't need extra rooms just to build and spend money on it, especially since we're doing this with, you know, debt free. So there's the first look at it, guys. It doesn't look like much, but These guys worked it and did a phenomenal job. So I'm so thankful that we're at this point. Again, very bittersweet for me. I love to see this project going on. I love to see that Aiden's staying here on farm. The sad thing is that means one day he will be moving out, and it's getting a little bit more real to me. Every day I do something different and add to this property. You know, we got the well done, we got the bush hogging done. We're actually starting to make this look like a very nice place, and I'm excited. It's wonderful. I can't wait to have it done. At the same time, I want him to stay as long as he can in our home, but the benefit is he's literally moving right up the road where I can see his house, and it makes me feel very good. So I'm just ecstatic. Guys, give me your thoughts. I'll show you the layout very, very soon. We're gonna go over the plans. We'll release that, but I just wanted you to see these guys worked their bums off. They did a phenomenal job, and this is what they do for a living. So when I say they worked, rain, it didn't matter. They were dominating. And what's so crazy is they're going to another project and gonna start a little bit of it tonight after working 2 days on this big monster. It's gonna be awesome. Wait till you see finished product. You're gonna love it. Well, sheep removed, we jumped in the pool with the kids. Now we're fishing. Jenny's just finishing up on his rod over there. So a fun afternoon. We're gonna go in. Well, first we're gonna play a little tennis with the girls, play a little soccer with the girls. Aiden is gone, so it allows me to spend time with the younger kids. So we're just having a good day. We worked our tails off with bush hogging and moving animals and all that good stuff today, doing all our normal chores. And I just said, you know what, let's spend a little time just as a family today. So Jennings is coming. We're gonna go play tennis, then we're gonna kind of just call it a day, go inside. We've been watching this series with the kids, and so we're gonna do that, make some homemade food from the farm, and enjoy time together. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on how Aiden's house is coming. What are you thinking? You can see I'm sweating, burning up. I'm actually red because, man, we have worked in the sun all day. One good thing is, though, we got a lot done. The next few days, just so you know, we're going to be pulling hay. We got our hay getting cut, so we're actually going to be loading some more hay up, bring it to the house, and get ready for winter. It's amazing how we're already planting fall and winter crops and getting hay for the winter. It's amazing how quick time flies. Guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless.